This guy has a condition where his muscles don't signal to him that he is tired, and this basically allows him to run forever. How does this work, and isn't this dangerous?
Athlete runs 350 miles while barely breaking a sweat due to a genetic condition.
350 miles?
What genetic condition allows you to do that? I don't know why, but it sounds painful.
You are looking at Superman. He's the real deal. Dean Karnazes' strength is so superhuman, he's the subject of medical studies. Why? Because he can actually run 350 miles without stopping.
Without stopping.
How long does it take him? So many questions.
That's the distance from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Unbelievable.
To run that far for that long is a superhuman feat.
Does he have superhuman feet?
For that long is a superhuman feat.
Why'd you hear it?
As we exercise, lactate builds up, causing the body to cramp and tire. Not Dean. His body's genetics are such that he's able to continuously flush out lactates, allowing him to run in human distances. Dean runs a marathon unlike anyone else in the world.
It's not about how fast I go. It's about how far I go.
He doesn't build up lactate in his body?
That is a superhuman power. This is what's holding back people from breaking pull-up records, push-up records, because the lactate is building up.
But also the Tour de France, everything, like the endurance sports.
So why is this a superpower? Because we, normal human beings, and probably you watching, you get tired when you're exercising. When you're using your muscle, you're flexing them, or you're running for a long time, then your muscles need more and more oxygen. And at some point, your muscles are kind of signaling, hey, we need a lot of oxygen, slow down, we can't keep up, basically. But he can keep up.
But isn't that dangerous?
Yeah.
Because that signal is there for a reason, to sort of preserve and save your body.
He looks very tired.
I think it's just his running form is like very efficient.
He's hardly sweating when he crosses the finish line.
I feel like I just got warmed up.
He wasn't sweating at all.
What? I do think his joints and everything take a toll.
It's not like if you have one genetic condition that his bones and tendon and everything are also bulletproof. Dean runs up to 7 marathons per week.
And that's just for training.
Training for what?
You know, for me to train, I like to get up in the morning and run a marathon before breakfast.
If you run a marathon every single day, how much does he have to eat?
A record time marathon is like 2 hours. So it takes him at least 2 hours something.
And then do some speed work, maybe a 10 or 12 mile run in the afternoon.
So you're running like 4 hours a day.
At least 5.
At least
the
5.
first is a marathon and the other one is 12 miles. Imagine running every single day almost as long as you sleep.
And I've run 135 miles across Death Valley in the middle of summer, which is the hottest place on earth. It was 131 degrees.
He obviously put all his skill points in stamina.
And he's winning the game.
Definitely winning.
And I've run a marathon to the South Pole, which is the coldest place on earth. It was minus 45 degrees.
As if the distance alone isn't challenging enough. Why do you say? I mean, this is next level. Because then you need to tolerate the heat. You need to be able to tolerate the cold.
And you need to be able to tolerate running.
Once I ran 50 marathons in all 50 US states in 50 days. I've run on all 7 continents twice, so I've seen a lot of the world through running.
Running around the world.
Having just ran my first marathon, I can safely say this man is clinically insane.
I agree. So he's a freak of nature. We don't know how this is possible, and it's basically unfair for anyone that's trying to beat him.
We had money in the bank and we had a 401k and insurance. He was miserable. Absolutely miserable.
I didn't feel like there's any intensity in my life. I mean, everything kind of came easy. I was so comfortable that I just wanted to destroy myself. I was in San Francisco, my 30th birthday with my buddies. About 11 o'clock at night, I said, I'm leaving. So I walked out and ran 30 miles that night, straight through the night.
30 miles.
And became a runner the next day.
This guy is the definition of I'm a head out.
I'm just not coming back.
So one evening he decided to run 30 miles. And the next day he became a runner.
Yeah, I mean, if you figure out that you can run 30 miles just like that, then you probably should be a runner.
You were a runner already. You were born a runner.
I think he is, sort of, because he doesn't build up the lactate.
How does it work?
I've been sliced and diced and analyzed by a lot of the scientific community. There's a program called Stan Lee's Superhumans.
Stan Lee Superhuman.
Never seen that? Wim Hof is on that as well.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
it's super cool.
But I didn't know, like Stan Lee.
The Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Stan Lee. Stan Lee is gonna search for superhumans in real life. And one of them was Wim Hof with the cold. And another guy is this guy.
And they found that I have a unique ability to buffer something called lactic acid, byproduct of cellular respiration. Say you take a heavy weight and you start doing curls, you can do maybe 4 or 5 reps and then you start feeling that burning sensation in your arm and you gotta put the weight down. Well, that's the buildup of lactic acid. That just doesn't happen to me.
Whoa.
He says it doesn't happen to him. That's different than I don't feel it. It's that his body gives enough oxygen to his muscles that they never request more oxygen?
I have no clue because imagine
understand.
him going to failure. What happens? What do you feel? Like I want to beat this guy for a day.
When you're running those kind of distances, you have an enormous number of challenges: gastrointestinal, joint pain, muscular pain, blisters, chafing,
Lost toenails.
fatigue, hypothermia, heat exhaustion.
He's adding some.
He's just adding.
Yeah, he's like, by the way, also.
I lost toenails. I got a knife that stuck in my back.
So his muscles are superhuman. The rest not, so he needs to make sure those don't get destroyed.
There's points where you feel so much hurt and so much discomfort that even the tip of your nose just radiates pain. And all you want to do is stop. I love watching my body deteriorate to the point where I'm getting beat to shit. And can I keep going? Can I make it to the finish line?
So he does get tired.
Yes, it is still a struggle.
What's remarkable is he has a running career that has not included any sort of significant injury.
I would say that's a superpower too. He's never gotten significantly injured. Study this guy. There are answers. Ultramarathon answers questions from Twitter.
I want to know all the answers.
Do ultramarathon runners pee their pants during a run? Not if you're good at it. I don't get any on my shoes. Yes, I pee while I run, but not in my pants. That begs the question, how do you do it? Literally just kind of turn sideways and you waddle like a penguin, and I'm expert at it. I don't even get a drop on my shoes.
They just walk around like... impossible.
How do runners deal with nipple chafing?
I had it once during a tournament, badminton tournament. Both were bleeding. I think nipple shaving is one of the worst things that can happen.
How in the world did Dean Karnazes run for 24 hours?
This girl, we need to talk after your run. This guy.
I'm a head out.
I still want to know how long it took him.
The 350 miles.
Yeah.
But that's not the longest I've ever run. I've run for 81 hours, and that was over the course of 350 miles.
This guy's body is in a constant state of running. He looks like he's mid-marathon just sitting there.
You know, I think it was the very last step I actually had, and 350 miles about killed me.
Whoa.
That was no answer to the question. How?
How did you do it? You just explained you did it, but not how.
How do you train for an ultramarathon when the joints are saying no? The hashtag is aging. To me, the big secret staying injury-free and pain-free is cross-training. So I do a lot of training with my leg strength and also my upper body strength.
So he stays injury-free by actually working out?
If you also want to work out, you can do that right now with our free workout app. Make sure to download right now. Is he still, like, what is the update on this?
How old is he, by the way?
62 years old.
Wow.
His username tag is Ultramarathon.
What?
That's crazy. He's still running. So conclusion, he is crazy and science doesn't know yet. So this is just fascinating and one of the big mysteries of life. If you know more, let us know in the comments, and also make sure to check out the original videos in the description below.
If I would run 350 miles, I could probably sleep on the floor.
Actually, a guy did this for a week straight and he wanted to show if it was healthy or not. And he hated it, but if you want to see the results, make sure to click here, subscribe to his link and hit that bell. And don't forget to download the app.